Today, we're talking about a topic that's super important as we get older: supplements. If you're over 50, your nutritional needs are a little different, and taking the right supplements can make a huge difference in how you feel. But not all supplements are created equal, and some might actually do more harm than good. In this video, we'll go over the supplements you might want to avoid, and more importantly, the ones you should consider adding to your routine for better health and vitality. Let's get started. First, I want to stress that this advice isn't just my opinion. It's backed by scientific research and expert recommendations. The first supplement to avoid is calcium. Taking calcium in supplement form is generally not advised. Here's the reason. Studies, particularly on women who were given calcium supplements to manage osteoporosis, found that it actually increased their risk of heart attack and stroke. This happens because the excess calcium can build up in the arteries and kidneys. It's a classic example of how too much of a good thing can turn into a bad thing. So, what's the better option? It's best to get your calcium through your diet by eating more leafy green vegetables and nuts. Your body absorbs calcium more effectively from these food sources, and it avoids the unwanted side effects we're trying to prevent. Next up on the list of supplements to avoid is iron. You might be thinking, but isn't iron necessary? And you're right, it is. However, here's the problem. Our bodies aren't great at getting rid of excess iron. This means it can accumulate over time, potentially leading to serious harm to the liver, heart, and pancreas. But that's not the only issue. Too much iron can also interfere with the absorption of other vital minerals like zinc and copper. It's almost like iron becomes a bully, pushing other important nutrients aside. And if that wasn't concerning enough, excess iron can lead to the production of free radicals. These harmful molecules cause cellular damage through oxidative stress, raising the risk of chronic conditions like cancer and heart disease. Not exactly the outcome we hope for when taking supplements, right? The thing is, your body is pretty smart. It adjusts iron absorption based on its needs. When your iron levels are adequate, your intestines naturally limit the amount of iron they take in. It's a delicate balancing act, but when you start taking iron supplements without a valid reason, you're disrupting that balance. So, unless a healthcare provider has recommended iron supplements based on specific tests showing a deficiency, it's better to avoid them. Taking unnecessary iron can do more harm than good. The third supplement to steer clear of is vitamin A. Now, I'm not referring to the vitamin A you get from vegetables. That's completely safe. I'm talking about vitamin A supplements. Taking these regularly could lead to serious health problems. First, they can cause liver damage. Think of your liver as your body's filter, and overloading it with too much vitamin A is like forcing too much water through a coffee filter. It won't end well. Additionally, excess vitamin A can contribute to osteoporosis. Remember our earlier discussion on calcium? Well, too much vitamin A can actually weaken your bones, making them more prone to fractures. On top of that, it can cause skin issues like dryness and cracking, and even affect your mental state, leading to irritability and confusion. Not exactly the anti-aging solution we're aiming for, right? So, how can you get the vitamin A you need without the risks? Focus on natural sources. Foods like cod liver oil, egg yolks, carrots, and broccoli provide vitamin A in a form that's safer and easier for your body to manage. Unless your doctor specifically advises you to take vitamin A supplements, it's better to skip them. Now, let's switch focus and talk about the supplements you should be taking as you age. These are the beneficial ones that can help you stay healthy and energized over the years. First on the list is magnesium, a true powerhouse mineral. It plays a key role in preventing calcification, particularly in your arteries, by regulating calcium metabolism, blocking the formation of calcium phosphate crystals, and offering anti-inflammatory benefits. But magnesium's benefits don't stop there. It can help lower blood pressure, ease muscle cramps, boost energy, improve sleep quality, and even reduce cortisol levels. That's a lot of benefits packed into one essential mineral. Next on the list of essential supplements is vitamin D3. I can't emphasize enough how crucial this one is. The truth is, most people in the Western world aren't getting sufficient vitamin D, whether it's from their diet or sun exposure. We spend a lot of time indoors, away from natural sunlight, and there aren't many foods that naturally contain vitamin D. While you can get some from fatty fish, liver, and egg yolks, those following vegan or vegetarian diets have even fewer options. The solution? A quality vitamin D3 supplement. Taking around 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily is roughly equivalent to spending 20 minutes in the sun 2 or 3 times a week, depending on your location and skin type. It's a simple, effective way to ensure you're getting enough of this vital nutrient. Now, this is where things get interesting. The next vitamin to consider is vitamin K2, which works perfectly alongside vitamin D3. Think of them as a dynamic duo. While D3 helps your body absorb calcium, K2 ensures that the calcium goes to the right places, your bones. This prevents calcium from accumulating in unwanted areas, such as your arteries or joints. But K2's benefits go beyond managing calcium. It also boosts energy production in your mitochondria by increasing ATP, which gives each of your cells a little energy boost. Next on the list is vitamin B12. This vitamin becomes especially important as we age. If you're over 50, it's a must-have. Here's why. As we get older, our stomachs produce less acid. While this might seem like a relief for those who struggle with heartburn, it actually makes it harder for the body to absorb vitamin B12 from food. The problem doesn't end there. Some medications like proton pump inhibitors, such as omeprazole, can further reduce stomach acidity, making it even more difficult to absorb B12. Additionally, our eating habits tend to change as we get older. We might cut back on foods rich in B12, such as meat, fish, and dairy. This creates the perfect setup for a B12 deficiency. And believe me, you want to avoid that. A lack of B12 can cause a range of issues, including cognitive decline, nerve damage, and anemia. None of these are pleasant, especially when the goal is to stay healthy and active during our golden years. Finally, let's talk about vitamin C. You're probably familiar with its antihistamine effects, which can be a big help during allergy season. But here's something you might not know. Studies have shown that people with higher levels of vitamin C in their blood tend to have a lower risk of certain cancers, such as stomach cancer. Impressive, right? Now, when it comes to natural versus synthetic vitamin C, they're chemically identical and equally effective in the body. However, vitamin C from natural sources might be absorbed more efficiently. That said, synthetic vitamin C can be taken in higher doses if needed, so both forms have their benefits. And there you have it, the supplements to avoid and the ones to consider adding to your daily routine if you're over 50. Remember, always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your supplement regimen, especially if you're taking other medications. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more health tips, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.